No, what's up, man? Appreciate the pull up, man. We about to get in this FBA, man. Just need to get some shit together. We be able to accept, man. Why ain't you modded up, bro? I'm trying to get this together. FBA's on my neck. He on my neck. Question in my how that song go? Question in my authority. Oh, how we go? Appreciate the pull up, though. We about to get into it, man. I was gonna see if Breezy Omega was gonna cut in. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hopefully everybody can hear me out there. What's up? Okay, man. It's a little skirmish. It's not major, man. It's let me tell you. The disrespect. Not major, man. But this FBA, it's really on TikTok. It's heavy on TikTok. But I mean, it's kind of the Africans and you know what I'm saying. I guess FBAs or ADOs going at each other. But it seems like such a small section because when I was asking folks at work, you know what I'm saying, I'm down here in Atlanta, figured somebody would know, but nobody was like on it. They're like, what? What? It's FBA. What does that even mean? But I'm hoping dude pull up so we can have this little discussion, man. He told me I couldn't even speak on FBA. Then he asked me, he asked me my lineage. Where you from, cuz? Hey, cuz, what set you claiming? And my thing about this, it's just I feel the unity, I want to say, but it just seems like we wasted energy worrying about like the most trivial things. It ain't no real like set plan. They just mad at Africans, and look, we should be building our shit. We can't be mad. Like if we had our own infrastructure going on, stop them. We could be doing our thing, but what you gonna boycott? Then what you gonna do? Then when the women don't get their hair done, the man gonna be complaining. Oh man, appreciate the pull up, man, bro. You know, appreciate you. Then the man gonna start complaining that they women looking like Africans. Hey, dude, man, I had to listen to Karen's one to remind me of how black I was. Dude said, "Where are you from?" Like, what do you mean? You can't tell if I'm black now? I gotta. That's one of my questions to the FBA. How many generations do you have to be here before you're considered American? Because I know my mom, my grandmother, my great grandmother, and her grandmother was born. You know what I'm saying? Just off the top of my head, I remember seeing the family tree, but man, that was years ago. I mean, but but the funny thing, this got me almost want to look it up. But I'm like, I mean, because we own on my mother's side, we own a little bit of the land that our ancestors, our slave ancestors, were slaves on. But I know, so I only can go back to like my great grandmother, like knowing her. I won't say intimately, but like listening to what my grandmother and my mother talked about her. She was born like right after slavery, Mama Ludi. That's what they call her. Um, but like her mother, I didn't. I was young. Brownsburg, what's good with you, brother? We talking about this FBA shit, man. It's crazy. I'm hoping Breeze Omega pull up because I'm gonna show y'all the video. He said, "Hey yo," he said, "Yo, don't be speaking on FBA, son. He said, you wouldn't understand the ghetto. So say the truck out the ghetto." Wait, hold on. If you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto. You wouldn't understand together. So stay the truck out together. That's old hip hop head shit right there. If you know, you know that's naughty by nature. But yeah, man, I mean, he literally said, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, that's so weird to hear. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell where I'm from. Like literally, especially if we're foundational Black Americans, it seems like you would be able to delineate who is the African and who is the American. Like, I mean, it's crazy, though. It's so crazy, but might as well show it. I guess let's show this video real quick. He's like, yeah, let's see, let's see. Fair use, fair use.
Word up. What it do, family? It's your boy Breeze Omega. We out here early. Yo, so just shouting out, man. Hey, if y'all not gonna talk about it for real, keep FBA name out your mouth. This goes out to conscious moron, bro. You tripping, bro. That whole shit you just went on your diatribe about, bro. That's if black people was all over the earth, why the wasn't they in North America? Y'all just be saying some wild.
No,
And if you going over there to where people got the low hanging fruit, of
what is
course you're
he?
gonna get low hanging fruit. Come over here where we be talking about it for real, family. Come on over here. Come to Breeze Omega, man, and let's chop this shit up, yo. That's it.
No,
Word
I'm
up.
not.
What it do, fam?
Uh, hold on, shot. You know what? I keep hearing about yeah, I still hear a little bit of folks mention. I want to say they doing some damn, it was doing some with reparations, but it was like with immigration. It was tied into immigration too. That was the catch 22 about them working. I'm probably somebody said Jesus loves. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did a live in a while. Let's give everybody. You get a moderator wrench. I mean, you get a wrench. Everybody gets a wrench. But man, this is just crazy, bro. And I'm not saying that this isn't a good idea, but what's the idea? Like, what's the move? Like, we mad at them for? But let me show you. Let me show you my response to the video. Hold on, we'll watch that video one more time, and then. Oh yeah, man. Appreciate the pull up, man. Appreciate the pull up. Brandy, what's up, man? How you doing? Appreciate Brandon Looney Tunes fan. Okay, okay. Looney Tunes, man. Here, who's your favorite one? No, just I could. But you can drop it in the chat if you want to. Let me show you this video one more time. This is so crazy though, yo. I mean, because I got some questions, so hopefully he'll pull up because I'm trying to figure out like how many generations does it take for me to be a foundational black? Do I have to be here like in 1776, before, after? And that's what I think is like literally it's there's so much, man. Literally when I was talking to dude and I was asking him questions like, okay, so what happened beforehand? He said that we were already here. And I'm like, well, how we let them take over the, you know what I'm saying? The country. We invited, and I know that's what happened in Africa, but you would think it would be some type of record, even on their account. Like they have the Indians recorded, you know what I'm saying? Of course, some might be, but I'm saying they still have some type of documentation. They don't really, and and this is my thing too. I will wholeheartedly agree that some slaves during slavery escaped and went down to and went with Indians and made it with them. I absolutely, I would concur that point. But do I think it was enough to override the? Like it would take so many, you know what I'm saying, slaves to escape to change the dynamics of Indians. Like I said, I think we intermingle with them, of course, especially the few and the lucky that escaped. Um, but I don't think we were a vast majority. Like I kind of remember the Black Seminoles, but even I don't think it was. I don't know how many. Because I want to say initially some slaves escaped and ran down to Florida, and the tribe accepted them in. But I can't remember the number of slaves that escaped total. But hold on, I'm sorry. Let me know. Yeah, yeah. See, and I said, let me know when you want me to do a live, and you can come on up. I got a few questions for you too, bro. But I ask you,
Family, it's your boy Breeze Omega. We out here early. Yo, so just shouting out, man. Hey, if y'all not gonna talk about it for real, keep FBA name out your mouth.
that's what you mean talk about it for real? Because some of these theories I've been hearing, like dude had a foot. I think I'm. Oh, we gonna watch that video. But I'm sorry. Let this play. Let this play.
This goes out to conscious moron, bro. You tripping, bro. That whole shit you just went on your diatribe about, bro. That's if black people was all over the earth, why the wasn't they in North America? Y'all just be saying some wild and
You see what I'm saying? Like what? Why wouldn't they? Who's? I'm sorry. Who knows? We never said that they were, but a population, a culture, a civilization. Nah, I don't think so. Not a black one. Where at? And that's what I'm saying. Where in Utah? Like, like my old rival used to say, where the black people were created in Utah. Big shout out to her, man. That's why we're doing this. uh, but yeah, this shit is so ridiculous. I'm sorry, man. North America. Who said that? Oh, man, we couldn't be this lost, bro. Could we? And not saying that I know every single thing. Trust me, I'm no Dame Calloway, no. But I'm just saying, man, like just logically, I just don't think it was a vast majority of number of black people here to change the dynamics of this country. And that's what I'm saying. What happened? What happened with the Western frontier? How did we even let them invade past the 13 colonies? If we were really like here, because that would have been a big threat. You know what I'm saying? They coming in, they sweeping up the East Coast. That's basically what that was. But I don't know. Okay, let's finish playing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
if you going over there to where people got the low hanging fruit, of course you're gonna get low hanging fruit. Come over here where we be talking about it for real, family. Come on over here. Come to Breeze Omega, man, and let's chop this shit up, yo.
We gonna chop it
That's
up.
it.
Oh, that is
Word
so
up. What it
crazy.
do, family? It's your boy Breeze Omega. We
Okay.
out here early. Yo, so just shouting out, man. Hey,
That's what we need, though. We need that name in the algorithm. We need conscious more in the algorithm. That's such a good name. So, no, let me stop. Let me stop. Uh, oh no. Hey man, I want to thank everybody for the subscriptions, the likes, the shares too. I'm sorry, bro. I got thrown off. Appreciate y'all that. We like 8 or 9 away from 3,600. So I appreciate y'all, man, for sticking around with your boy. Even though I be doing these randomly, I need to get more consecutive and consistent with it. You dig? We might try and start doing that though. Damn it. I gotta get my game up. Look, 46K, 19 views, 114 watching. Look, 140K. Yeah, I gotta step my game up. Okay, here's my response.
name out your mouth. This goes out to conscious moron, bro.
My man said, keep FBA's name out your mouth. I am a FBA, so I could say what I want to say, first and foremost. You got that one? And then think about it. FBAs don't really have anything but this argument. We ain't got nothing tangible to show for it. It seems like we hate on Africans for handling their business. What we really need to do is get our shit together. That's the problem. Y'all want to sit and talk about braid styles and country music when we ain't really doing nothing to advance ourselves. That's the problem. Y'all holding on to this dead ass argument. We was ancient Americans. We aborigines. I done heard we everything but black now. From Indians to Russians to Asians. Like, you know why we don't know? Because we were slaves and they took our identity and our lineage and our name and our religion and our culture. How do y'all not know that? The fuck?
Name
Yeah,
out your mouth.
yeah,
This go
yeah.
Yeah. Yo, they kicked me off their panel, man, because I was questioning them. And then they started questioning me. But that's what I'm sorry. They started questioning me. Then it's like, okay, I got y'all. My parents come from Alabama, but hold on, let me show y'all this one. But this is so funny. And I think
13,000 year ago people. And we know that they couldn't have came here anywhere before 13 to 6. Don't tell me that those feet print are Tonto, because we just proved to you that there's no possible way that that could happen. And now scientists are going back to the table, and scientists are saying, you know what? Basically, Black Americans, y'all were right and we were wrong. And it's
Wait, you proved that they were our feet? Is that why they call us Blackfoot? We the Indian tribe Blackfoot. You know what's the funny thing about this FBA
I like that joke.
skirmish? Is it that it just don't make no sense? Okay, I'm in my office now. And then he said the scientists told the blacks. What meeting was this? Where was we at?
from my grandma and the archaeologists, they match up with everything we saying. Who run it? Who run it? It ain't them, it's us. We Americans, and we are the indigenous people here. And not only, you also have footprints. And we've shown this before, and I'm like to believe that I'm the only one in the...
Okay, I got these clips mixed up. But that was his initial, we are the real people who've been in America. So are we in a tribe? Like, that's what I'm saying. I could even understand if y'all was talking about the Black Seminoles, but y'all haven't even mentioned that in this FBA catastrophe. Like I said, it's literally just all talk.
Carolina, yeah, you got mounds all over the place. Family, y'all tell me the time that you've ever heard a Tonto talk about mounds. Let's be real. Only thing they talk about is we were here first, and then the W man came over here and he was mean to us. Other than that, they ain't got no facts and no damn receipts.
Y'all really don't think it's no facts or receipts about the Indians being wiped out from this country? No, that's why they got. But I was watching, they got a little spot in the constant. I won't say the damn, what is it? Because they talking about the reservation, so that was even in it. But it was saying like the Indian reservations are governed by their own laws outside of American laws. Damn, what was that? Damn, because I started looking up, like, because even I'm like, damn, but that's what the interesting thing about this. It makes you go and look up history or the past. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. And Indians go through a couple could die. Not saying that their plight was worse than ours or not trying to gate it, but then they go through something. Trail of tit something. Then they go through something. Tonto, he's saying Tonto. Like, that's like just some of these, and then how they're phrasing. I could almost understand it if it wasn't so xenophobic. Like, I mean, they be, especially people who look like you, bro. Like, this one I don't understand either. Like, and not saying that the white team's perspective is different, but when he's looking at both races, do you think he says, well, that's a Nigerian or that's a Black American? Maybe after you talk, he might come, but before y'all talk. Okay. Oh damn. Oh Lord have mercy. He you think he can tell the difference or even care at that point? That's what I'm saying. It's just so weird to have this beef for no reason. We can't, you know what I'm saying? If anything, we should be trying to learn and get our money up like them. What you do? That's what man. We gotta stop hating for real. Some cats where I work at just be hating. Be like, what you hating for? Like, for no reason. You know why though? Because they be doing that dirt. But that's another subject. I'm sorry. Let's see if he can hit you. My fault. Let this get. I'm sorry.
They ain't got no elongated stories. They ain't got no pass me downs. They give you the most vague interpretation of indigenous native culture because they're not the natives. We give very good, clear breakdowns. And we got brothers and sisters who never met that all add up. Your stories that you heard from your grandma match up stories that...
So now you're saying that Indians don't have a record of the atrocities that was happening to the white T-man have it then? Wouldn't he have it? I mean, what are y'all talking about? They were here first. You know, the 13 colonies, all of that, Delaware, it's named after Indians. Now, this is just weird. Y'all totally missed that section in history of school. But they lied to us about us, right? How did we let them take over this country? Because they didn't know it. We showed them it, right? We gave it to them. We gave it to them, right? We gave it to them.
16,000 year ago people, and we know that they couldn't have came here.
I just don't understand how these feet. I think these are some footprints in
New Mexico or something. I don't see how this proves that these are black feet. Like, how could am I tripping? I mean, not negating it's a foot, but how do you know it's black or white or man or woman? Like, just from a footprint, you can tell the color. That's some bad shit right there. I want some of that. I thought y'all. Let's go back.
Presence right here is not to be. So now we're witnessing this and we're pulling out paperwork and we're calling things out and nothing's adding up in their favor, fam. This is a wrap. It's stone cold. They know that our ancestral presence right here is not to be denied. So if you add up all of the things statistically that's moving foundational Black Americans, let me give y'all the two things, okay? First,
what? It's the hand. Something ain't right. I don't know if it's the movement. Something is not right. He trying to distract us. I get that feeling he trying to distract us, man. Breezy, you out there, man?
First off, it's currently right here, right now, our citizenship to America, it's coveted. It's also the fact that people don't like the exceptional nature in which we resist supremacy and we push back on supremacy. And then they don't like the indigenous native status. Not in a particular order, but you're going to see those three things are going to be the trigger points that make everybody afraid. Foundational Black Americans being the natives to America, that means we're the most American. And if we're the most American, then that means everybody else in the social pecking order has to come.
Social pecking order. We're the most original. But this one too.
He pled guilty to that horrible, sick stuff. But that doesn't mean that Ghislaine Maxwell is guilty. And there is a hell of a lot of evidence out there that she's innocent, and a hell of a lot of evidence that they railroaded her. Part of a deep state media hysterical plot.
And with this, man, how the deep state must be so deep it ain't in the earth anymore. Because Trump he put all the new people in, so how could it still be a deep state? And they're supposed to get rid of these people. How is it still a deep state in there? Because the deep state is so powerful. That's the thing about the deep state. It will never stop being deep. We'll never find anything. And now they just excusing it. Like, now they got the news media. This Trump's boy, but he weird as hell, man. He like a sycophant of Trump's.
And I don't like it. And I don't care if it's unpopular. In fact, I'm kind of really impressed with President Trump right now that he won't be boxed in when it comes to this story. He pled guilty to that horrible, sick stuff. But that doesn't mean
Did you see how he
Ghislaine
put, and then you hear
Maxwell
that? He put his hand,
guilty.
it's crazy.
And there was a hell of a lot of evidence.
Name out.
I can't believe I heard this. This FBA thing, the African thing, is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But I just heard the funniest thing. I had to come on here and tell you, I'm in the pyramid, just chilling. With this dude. FBA brother, I'm sorry, man. Y'all have got to get it together. For real, because some of the things that y'all saying, it leads back to Africa. So how can you be African? But nevertheless, this gentleman just said to me, he said this to me. I thought I was, well, if you know me, you know my last name. ancient Americans. What is an ancient American? Never even heard of such an ancient American. I thought that was fun. I just left this FBA channel, and y'all have really got to get y'all's information down packed. I've been asking y'all about your Indian tribes. You can't name them. Why ain't y'all got reservations? I mean, what's going on with y'all, man? I mean, the mere fact that you can't trace your lineage up to a certain point should just tell you we're not from here. Because if you were, you would even have Lightfoot, or I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? But you would think that you would have some Indian connections, and not just, I know I came from the tribe in Lake Oshawa, and I'm not trying to be facetious, but y'all not even giving us no papers in that, man. Come on, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. I heard a lady say that Timbuktu, Timbuktu, mind you, was here in America because it was 5.
What else, man? I done jumped into some.
She said, "What was in California and New Jersey? Timbuktu, y'all. Come on, FBA, y'all got to do better. At least get the history down. But I think it's unfortunately your theory is gonna be cut short once you get past slavery, because you can't trace your lineage then. Like, now y'all Indians, you're Indians, but don't have no reservation, no tribe name, nothing. Come on, yeah, do better."
Okay.
I just left this FBA channel, and y'all have really got to get y'all's information down packed. I've been asking y'all about your
says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports. It looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. What eventually occurs is, first, homegrown industries start relying on government protection in the form of high tariffs. They stop competing and stop making the innovative management and technological changes they need to succeed in world markets. And then, while all this is going on, something even worse occurs. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. The result...
I kid you not, I was on this TikTok and the lady said that. She said it was one in New Jersey, and I think like one in Montana. He said Timbuktu, bro. Shocked. I said, no way. No way. And then nobody correct her though. That'd be the sad part. They just be rolling with it, man. Like, yep, Timbuktu. Like, bro, they said it was 5 Timbuktus in America. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, so Timbuktu came after California was a state, so it couldn't be. Oh, this shit, college. Man, we got to do better, Shaq. We got to do better, man. They gonna be outlawing your name in a minute, bro. You can't have that name. You got to be Leroy. You go, hey, don't come around with that chocolate shit. The FBA's about to ban African names around here, man. Oh, we're gonna have to rename Memphis, all that shit. I'm sorry, let me get back to Donald Trump stairs. Let's start it over, man. But the funny thing about this, I think my suspicion is that a lot of FBA diehard fans are MAGA supporters. Yeah. Just put the phone on the desk. I'm sorry. My theory with this is a lot of FBA diehard ones are MAGA supporters, because the gentleman I was just playing a Black Alpha Network, I believe. Big shout out to the brother. Even though I disagree with him, big shout out. He doing this thing, have mad viewers in this thing. So I definitely ain't hating on this. It's a content creation. Excellent at that. Big shout out to him. But he's fundamentally wrong. But it is what it is. That minute I got thrown off. What was I saying?
What was I saying? Don't cheat proportionals. Damn it. But no, okay. I was talking about how I think MAGA and FBAs are kind of intertwined, and FBA is becoming a tool for MAGA unsuspiciously. I think seeing some behind the scenes, somebody, you know what I'm saying, getting that money. They're getting their money up off of this. I can't knock it a little bit because you're leading people astray doing this bullshit. But as I was watching his video, he pulled up a website for ICE to go and work for ICE. They had up to like $50,000, signing bonus, and he made it. Oh, you gonna get 50,000? But it's just so fun. I would just never think brothers would now want to go and work for the government, especially arresting people. That'd be the last thing I would think that the FBA would do. And that's what it is. The irony of working with the man and you trying to be against the man. It's so like, and I understand, we're doing it to manipulate the situation, but how? Because we ain't got no power, we ain't got no standing. You know what I'm saying? You can just be a tool. You're not never mind. Let's start it over. Let's start Reagan and Trump over.
On foreign imports. It looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. What eventually occurs is, first, homegrown industries start relying on government protection in the form of high tariffs. They stop competing and stop making the innovative management and technological changes they need to succeed in world markets. And then, while all this is going on, something even worse occurs. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. The result is more and more tariffs, higher and higher trade barriers, and less competition. So soon, because of the prices made artificially high by tariffs that subsidize inefficiency and poor management, people stop buying. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
Man.
He says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports. It looks like
be some good shorts and nobody watching them shits. I think that's the sign more. Oh. Look, I'm blaming it.
Blame all the world's ills on this man right here. Mansa Musa. Richest man ever. He showed the world riches. And we've been screwed ever since. You think I'm lying, don't you? Look it up. Richest man in the world. Mansa Musa. I hope I'm saying that right. I think but he messed up everything. Made us materialistic. We've been doomed ever since then. It's just getting worse and worse. I was thinking about that. Maybe that's what this is like. What if money had no value? Like, what if we could provide food, shelter for ourselves? Then what would we really be made of? If anybody has an answer, please let me know. But it's this guy's fault. The world is the way it is. Blame the black man.
Of course, I was being facetious. It's not his fault at all. But I was just being. But he got folks on his neck about that money. He was the first person that had somebody on his neck about his paper. The first man to ever be pocket watched. That's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that.
For me.
Oh, that ain't a good one.
Welcome.
Yo, this AI shit, man, it's crazy. It's literally just a picture, right? Somebody did put Donald Trump in, I guess. But look, I hit the AI like make come
to the shit show every single day. A new flavor of fuckery, cause everybody. Welcome to the shit show.
I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life.
So hit that Cash App. Let me see who on the Cash App. Where them donations at? Where them donations at? Hit the Cash App.
Where them Cash Apps at, y'all? Ain't nobody came through yet. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Maybe something wrong with the Cash App, because I know y'all gonna send me something with a Cash App. Okay, there we go. Sister Jenny, $21. Damn. Okay, thank you, Sister Jenny. That might have been your last dollar.
The credit card, go make a donation. I got to get this electric on in the high school. I know this is going to cost us at least $100,000 to get this electric done. It's going to cost us some money, brothers and sisters. Make sure you donate. Brothers and sisters, give me your grit money. Give me your weave money. Give me your perm money, your Jordan money, your Alizé money. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life.
Oh my God.
I have never asked the people for $1 in my.
If they stand behind you, protect them. If they stand beside you, respect them. If they stand against you, show no mercy.
We're gonna win one day, Black.
If they stand behind you, protect them. If they stand beside
freedom or death. You shall.
Uh-oh, Mo.
All right.
We're gonna have to be completely, man. I really need to talk to him too about the FBA. I'm sure he would be down with it. I think that I ask him because he's an OG in the game. Mo's an OG in the right-wing political game, for real, for real. Much respect to the brother. And even though I fundamentally, wholeheartedly disagree with him, he got chops in that Republican, for real, for real. Like, much respect to him, for real. I should be listening to him more. He be giving me game, and I don't even be peeping, for real, for real. So big shout out to Mo, but need to talk to him about, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
You worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the big ones.
This dude. I know they're gonna try to use that. This AI is crazy. Let's another picture. I needed to give me more. I should have been in the middle. Ooh.
Concern,
Get them
and will continue to be a concern going forward, that the votes that were cast were counted.
Say it
they
again.
were counted appropriately.
Right.
We have not seen evidence of machines being tampered with.
What?
So that assurance I can provide.
Say it again, man.
Yeah, so this is really very important to get to the bottom of this, because this is one of the worst political scandals of our lifetime.
And welcome to Hannity, and we start tonight with a Fox News alert. Justice is coming, a bombshell announcement from the Attorney General Pam Bondi. The DOJ is now launching a strike force to investigate the possible criminal weaponization of the intelligence community under Barack Hussein Obama. Now, this comes only hours after the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, released even more damning evidence against the former Obama administration. And tonight, that is our top story, a very real scandal surrounding a very fake hoax that makes Watergate, frankly, look like a walk in the park. Trump-Russia collusion was a...
Bro, I mean, and this is the crazy part. If you really know, you know, I don't know what could happen to everybody else, but Obama is free and clear. And it's because of Trump going to the Supreme Court and them ruling that presidents have pretty much any immunity to anything they do when they're in office. Almost even in some cases when they're out of office, if they're acting on behalf of the government. That's technical. But I'm saying, like, the majority of people say that Obama is not going to be charged with anything. And then this is the crazy part. Like, I'm saying, they really are saying that the Democrats are that powerful to 2 weeks, because the last assessment. So Obama basically, we'll try and catch you up to speed real quick. Obama basically ordered a reassessment of Russia and how they tried to manipulate or influence or interfere with our elections during Trump and Hillary. And what Obama did is he ordered another assessment, and that assessment came out on January 6, 2017, like 2 weeks before Trump was going to be inaugurated into the presidency for his first term. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what could Obama and them be doing? Because Trump was pretty much cleaning house. He was getting rid of all those people. So there was like literally nobody in there to kind of enact these things. Because I think he got rid of, I want to say I know he got rid of Clapper quick. But Comey might have took a while. Like the director of FBI, he might have took, but I want to say within the first year, he might have been gone too. Like, cause he was clipping a lot of people. So there was nobody in the apparatus to affect it. So that's why I don't understand. And then they came out with a report. Marco Rubio, his Secretary of Defense, came out with a report in like 2021 that Russia did in trying to interfere with our elections, but they didn't get into the actual voting machines. But they tried to manipulate it with like Russia bots. Tulsi Gabbard also mentioned this too. But it's like so nothing, and that's why that Epstein thing got to be kind of big, in my opinion, for them to throw this Russia Obama hoax back up in when it was a nothing burger. It's crazy.
A fantasy, a complete lie, phony, false conspiracy theory fed to Democrats and, of course, perpetuated by the state-run legacy media mob, by the most corrupt administration in modern history. Now, confirmation from the Director of National Intelligence. Nearly a decade ago, the Obama White House reportedly used the full force
of concern and will continue to be of concern going forward, that the votes that were cast were counted. They were counted appropriately. We have not seen evidence of machines being tampered with. So
I'm usually an Obama fan, but the one thing I didn't like about Obama, especially in his last term, is he didn't act like he was the president. You know, he almost had, I understand, you know, you got to be calm and cool because they was on his neck, but maybe like the last year, he should have just went ape shit crazy, yo. Like, let me show you, let me reintroduce myself, you know what I mean? On that type vibe, but, you know, I guess legacy, you know, but I'd have made weed legal for the folks, you know what I'm saying? That's what, if I can ever talk to him, that's going to be the first question I ask him. Why didn't you make marijuana, the manufacturing of marijuana, black people's reparation? That would have been such a lick. Just gave us the I won't say patents, but what is it called? Because they got it in Ohio where I'm from. Like, but it's like legislation. Like, it's so expensive to get that shit going. Like, he could have made a pathway for that, just like Kamala was trying to do at his intern. That'd have been dope. But you know what the problem with that is? We didn't address it. We didn't come to him with our concerns. And I think, if anything, this little skirmish with FBA in Africa should show black men specifically that we need to start voting more. We need to be at every board meeting and things of that nature, for real, because you see a lot of, I'm thinking about start going, I've been watching some of these old cats just go up there and wild out. I think I might start doing that. It's this one dude on YouTube. We about to start, we about to start trolling that. PTA. But that'd be weird. I ain't got no kids, so we can't do PTA. Yeah. I'm trying to see what else we got. But we are going to we're going to show. That's going to be the mission of the channel from here on out. Show the correlation between the FBA and MAGA. Correlation. Let me write that down. Between FBA and MAGA. Because I think, man, I'm pretty sure the gentleman who owns the copyrights to FBA also voted for MAGA. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. We got one more? Might have one more. My God. No, they are.
I'm a Trumplican, and that's what I am.
What is this? We're going to give Breeze a few more minutes. He said he was going to come through, but might have got caught up. Hopefully, catch the replay. I'll ask the questions at the end.
Mahler's Stonechoir podcast is, by his own admission, aimed at hooking impressionable young men.
And if you want to influence society, you want to influence young men.
crazy that he is trying to exploit younger men. That is just weird to me, man. Let's keep going down this rabbit hole, though.
And that is your goal, is to push young men further and further to the right.
Our goal is to push young men to become actual Christians.
I don't know. It just seems like you wouldn't have to push me towards God. He would just naturally find me, or I would naturally find him. Why do you have to be pushed or forced into this relation, or coerced?
Part of Mahler's idea of being an actual Christian, the notion expressed in this tweet that Jesus Christ is Lord and Adolf Hitler is his faithful servant.
Terrible.
You are an avowed racist.
Yes.
You are an anti-Semite. You hate Jews.
I wouldn't say that I hate Jews.
You think Jews are the enemy.
I think that religious Jews are certainly the enemy.
You think democracy is evil.
Correct.
You are a fascist.
Yes.
This is the whole reason I don't like beards. And because I can't grow them, but it just seems like people with beards be having something to hide. They give me like a Robert E. Lee feeling. I don't know what it is, man. It's weird.
Hold on.
The fringe doesn't always stay the fringe.
Let me address that. That's a little bit of prejudice and jealousy at the same time. I will not lie and cap to you. To some that dudes like this with them beards, man, I always get suspicious. Bro. The longer they are, the more leery I'll be like, oh no, man. But that's my prejudice. That is not the case with all men who have beards. They are not up to something nefarious. That is just a prejudice that I have. But I know how to overlook it when I talk to somebody, all right?
The fringe can, in fact, very radically and very quickly become a major force in society.
You are a Christian nationalist. Correct. As Mahler imagines it, America needs a Hitler-like figure, a so-called Christian prince, to get elected and then seize power to impose a Christian nationalist government.
We are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be.
The leader, he argues, will necessarily be either Lutheran or Presbyterian. Baptists, he admitted, need not apply.
I think they've read.
Yeah, and they would have no place in a Christian nationalist government.
In the government, yes.
Mahler would also drive every person of color out of the country, even if they are American citizens, arguing that we should make America white again.
Holy shit. When did this man become so deranged?
The United States is a constitutional republic. Where in the Constitution does it say that it's for whites only?
If you go back to the interest of the founding fathers and their intent is for us and for our posterity. Posterity is blood.
Does it say that in the Constitution? Seemingly, those responsible for sexually assaulting children are white men. Why don't you talk about white male crime?
Those data are actually inaccurate. If you look, those data are actually inaccurate. If you look at the...
So you believe nothing that doesn't confirm your views?
No, if you look at the per capita rate, the difference is that I actually look at the statistics.
Huh? You don't shut your dumbass. All right.
All right. Let's see. Oh, what? He copied my... Oh, snaps. Oh. If this ever go here, that is hilarious. I'm not... We're going to stick to this NBA. We're not going to get in that drama. Let's see, do we got one more? No, it's an old video. I think it's one more. Oh, yeah, let's play this one.
What is going on, everybody? This is your moron with the conscience, aka Conscious Moron, aka T-Bird. I've been on these MAGA lives and they've been talking about Trump is going to take President Obama down for treason. But that's all cap, man. Just like y'all say that we got Trump derangement syndrome, y'all got Obama derangement syndrome. Y'all just want him to be bad.
The syndrome, but it sounds like
That Trump is like literally. Obama is everything. Well, Trump is everything that y'all wanted Obama to be, and I got proof. I want you to listen to his what is Mark Rubio, Secretary of State? Yeah, Secretary of State. Let's listen to what Mark Rubio had to say about this brother, and not Obama. I'm talking about Trump. We won't call him a brother though, but you know, Marco Rubio and Trump are brothers. This presidency, because he is like
I gotta do better with my videos.
So let's see what the Secretary of State had to say when all of this stuff with the Russian hoax and the Russian interference was coming out. Let's see what he had to say.
Are you concerned that President Trump still refuses to accept that the Russians try to interfere with our election?
Yeah, I disagree with him on that assessment, and I think everybody else basically in government does as well. And my hope is that eventually, at some point, the president will come to that conclusion.
As far as the general theme of Russia's interference, look, the president has said he doesn't believe it. I believe it. Not only do I believe it, I know it. Almost everybody else does.
You don't. All right, that's one video real quick. I got more. Let's get it.
Regard this whole Russia investigation as a hoax, do you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that Russian intelligence tried to divide us against each other and play an influence in the direction of our election. You know,
Wait a minute. Did he just say what I think he just said when he said that? Is he telling the truth now, or is he telling the truth back then? Which one do you guys think?
I can tell you, I mean, Russia most certainly tried to interfere in our election. They may have had a preference for Donald Trump, but I don't think they thought he was going to win.
Ooh, I want to address this because that's all I've been hearing MAGA saying is, well, they wanted Hillary in as president. No, they didn't. They knew Hillary would have been a much more more tougher adversary than Trump ever would have been. And the case in point is the Russia and Ukraine conflict that they're having right now. Trump is folded backwards for Putin. And y'all know it. I know y'all don't like facts, so we just gonna get in y'all feelings. We're gonna make y'all so mad that you gotta realize that this is the facts. That's what we gotta do now.
President Putin denied having anything to do with the election interference in 2016. Every U.S. intelligence agency has concluded that Russia did. Who do you believe?
People came to me, they said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
But I mean, as an American president, you think that you would believe your intelligence agency over an adversarial president from another country. You would just think that as a normal president, but not with this guy.
The president said today is not accurate. The intelligence community has assembled probably an unparalleled amount of evidence in regards to the Russian, not just efforts to interfere in 2016, but ongoing efforts to interfere in American society.
The Senate Intelligence Committee confirmed again that Russia moved to interfere in the 2016 presidential election, and high-ranking members of the Trump campaign were happy to accept this help. The report, led by Republicans, including acting chair Florida Senator Marco Rubio, does include some major findings. It says that the Trump campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, shared internal polling data with a Russian intelligence officer.
I literally did a video about Paul Manafort and his dealings with, and the MAGA folks just thought I was lying to him. But what would I got to lie for? Huh? What would I got to lie for? I like that one.
Also says that Manafort's presence on the campaign gave Russia opportunities to influence and learn about the campaign. And part of the report, which has been blacked out, indicates some evidence that Manafort may have been tied to Russia's hacking of Democratic email.
I'm just curious, how is Mark Rubio doing now? Is he still a good senator? Was he a good senator back then? What do you guys think? You think he's lying? Was he lying back then, or is he lying now? Let me know.
All right, y'all. Well, we gave him an hour. Hopefully, we'll see the replay. But I said I was gonna try and get my hour. A little bit over that. But I want to thank y'all so much. I appreciate you, man. Spawn, appreciate you too. Bronze, appreciate you as well too, man. I appreciate my brother so much. as in closing, as in always, this is your moron with a conscience, aka conscious moron. And remember, without you, there will be no more. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Peace.